This is a very personal video. I still don't have all the answers, but I'm going to share one of the biggest struggles I've ever had and am still dealing with, hoping to spark some inspiration and discussion about how to live a life really worth living. So let's get started. I don't know since when I've become an optimizer. And I have this optimizing or maximizing tendency, whatever you want to call it. Basically, I want to optimize every single minute. I would time block the whole Google Calendar, not just in my professional life, but also in my personal life. I am basically playing Tetris. I want to fill up every single moment on my Google Calendar to not waste any minute. From an economic point of view, it might make sense because you want to fit in as many clients as possible throughout your limited time. But also in my personal life, I try to fit in as much stuff. But what kind of stuff is that? What kind of work or what kind of task do I put in? I don't really know. I just feel like I need to pursue more. I can be more productive. I need to churn out more content maybe, or listen to more podcasts, maybe do more meal prep, maybe more exercise. I don't know, anything. Just feel like I'm chasing this idealistic goal of optimizing every single moment to be as productive as possible. I feel like it might have started since the pandemic began, as I quit my past life as an accountant and then went back to full-time studies. That's why I had this huge time gap. I didn't know what to do. That's why I started doing this. It's a little bit like when people first retire, they felt like there is a loss of direction. They don't know what to do, so they basically fill up the whole schedule of random stuff. I think that was me back in the days when we had our lockdown. And the problem is that, the biggest one I think, is I started to tie my self-worth to my productivity. If I didn't optimize every single minute, then I have lower self-esteem because I take pride in the person that I've become and the work that I've produced. And the second problem is that it led to inflexibility in the plan if there are any changes, because I already fixed everything neatly on the Google Calendar, especially if that plan involved other people and they want to change, and then I would feel this huge discomfort because the whole day will be ruined and I need to replan it. So it's a lot of control tendency and trying to just really get the most out of every moment. And on this topic, I think Oliver Berkman and Matthew Hussey said it best. I'm going to read through two of their famous quotes. It's a long one, but they just capture them so well, I have nothing to add. So Oliver Berkman mentioned, "Many people, by which I meant me, seem to feel as if they start off each morning in a kind of productivity debt, which they must struggle to pay out through the day in hopes of reaching a zero balance by the time evening comes. Few things feel more basic to my experience to adulthood than this fake sense that I'm falling behind and I need to claw my way back up to some minimum standard of output. It is as if I need to justify my existence by staying on top of things in order to stave off some ill-defined catastrophe that might otherwise come crashing down upon my head." And Matthew Hussey mentioned, "I struggle to believe I'm worthy of moments of joy and peace without first putting myself through a brutal schedule, monitoring my productivity levels down to the minute. Perhaps some people apply this earn your cookie mindset in ways that lead to healthy achievements. Not me. Mine is a mutation whereby joy and self-compassion are regularly outlawed by an internal tyrant who decides when I've been flogged enough for one day. Just when I'm about to collapse, a voice inside says, 'Okay, give him half an hour of peace before bed, but make sure he knows we'll start again bright and early in the morning.' It is self-imposed expected efficiency, having a really high standard for myself. And then you see how it becomes a bigger problem. If every moment is not optimized or rolled out according to plan, I take it personally as someone unproductive and unworthy of rest. And for the longest time, I forgot what this R word means. Sure, I go to the beach, I go for a walk, and I even go to flow therapy. But to me, it's all part of the productivity equation, because Andrew Huberman told me I need to get daylight in my eyes within 30 minutes of waking up. That's why I go for a walk, and I need to work out because having 180 minutes of zone 2 cardio is good for me. So you see how this all play out. Even for recreational activities, I can twist the meaning to make it not to rest, but to fill up my work performance, so that I can always show up and be my best at work. And then there is something called time anxiety. I'm always scared there is not enough time. So time anxiety is this feeling that you are wasting your time. You're anxious over time when you think that it's too late to accomplish your goals. And this is very counterproductive because you could have spent the time actually start doing the thing instead of wasting more time just to worry about some unknown future. I take pride in all the things I do, and I don't like to just do one thing. Back in the days when I was a full-time accountant, I need to have side projects. That's why I started this YouTube channel, making handpan videos. And now, still, I'm making these videos apart from having different jobs at different sites. I just don't feel like being in one place. I like to diversify my identities and the things that I do. Until a few months ago, I got shingles, all of a sudden, from nowhere. I still don't really know how that happened, but it was the time when I really took a break and pause and reflect on everything that I've been doing. Like, what am I optimizing for? Why do I have to fit in more stuff in my schedule? And why do I care so much about keeping all the balls floating in the air? I talk about prioritization all the time, like life is comprised of different seasons. Maybe when I get this new job that I wanted, I need to put my health and relationships backwards. And I know that I can pick it up later, that's fine, but I'm not doing it. I'm just trying so hard to keep juggling with all these life areas. And the other question is everything that I do necessary, really? So getting shingles and the huge reflection led me to a few changes in life that might be the solutions to all my problems. Number one, to really tackle time anxiety, I really should prioritize time block just for that damn thing to be done. Just need to get that thing out of the way, and then I have more time, more energy to focus on other stuff. And the second solution to tackle time anxiety is very cliche, to be present. Because anxiety is something that related to the future, right? But if you're here and now, you're not worrying about the future, you're not thinking about the past, you could have got more out of the moment. And then you won't be that anxious because you're just focusing on doing that thing that you're supposed to do. I also heard of the advice of scheduling time to worry about things. I have not tried that yet, but it might be something that you're interested in. So a couple of things on self-worth and how to actually spend the time on things that you enjoy doing. I just think you need to ask yourself, what are you really optimizing for? And do you really have to maximize every single moment? Because even if you get a lot of stuff done, but what is it all for? Maybe at the end of the day you just want to chill, then why don't you just chill a little bit now? And a good reminder is that you can have everything, just not all at once. So pick your poison and really focus maybe is the solution to everything. I'm not too sure. I'm still struggling with this, to be honest. I don't have all the answers, as I mentioned in the beginning. But one huge takeaway that I had in the past few months is that I really need to stop being a bully to myself. Don't treat yourself in ways that you won't treat other people. So pay attention to how you talk to yourself. And to be honest, I think this optimizing, maximizing tendency also spilled into my relationship area. But this is a topic for another day. Yes, I mentioned in the beginning I'm still dealing with this and I hope to make a change so that I can feel more fulfilled and being in peace with myself, not to tie my self-worth to the productivity or who I am at work, that kind of thing, you know. It's a constant work in progress, but I just hope this might inspire you to reflect on how you think about time, how you think about productivity, and what kind of life you really want to live. So thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe so that you won't miss any content from me. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.